What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button. You might start calling me Mystic Ade from now on. I'll take the title. Thank you very much. A couple of months ago, I said it clearly that UFC, in particular, Dana White, the president of the UFC, was going to make an assault on boxing. I saw a few interviews that he did about 5 months ago when he was talking about boxing and the state of boxing at the time. He's always having a dig at Bob Arum, always having a dig at De La Hoya, and I think that the Mayweather-McGregor showdown and just the size of it almost got the juices flowing. I think that that's kind of what sparked his interest. Obviously, he's taken a step back a bit, I think, from the UFC. Look, he was like the main focal point. He still is the face of the UFC as far as I'm concerned. And I feel like he's taken a step back now. It's been bought by WMEING. And I think he thinks there's a gap, a huge gap in the boxing market, and he couldn't be more right. There is a huge gap. Boxing promotion is almost, I feel like it's almost stuck in the 80s. I've said this for ages. I feel like it's almost stuck in the 80s. When I watch previews for fights or trailers for fights, I feel like I'm just pressing repeat on every single fight I've ever seen. There is no new ideas, there's no new imagination, it's very boring, and that's very unlike what the UFC are doing. I think some of the UFC trailers in particular have been fantastic. I keep repeating this one, but Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm, go and watch that 1 minute 30-second promo and don't tell me you can't do 1,000 press-ups after seeing that. It pumps you up big time. And I feel like he's seen a gap in terms of how to promote boxers, and I think there's a chance here. Honestly, I think there's a chance. Look, this is a guy that made superstars of the likes of Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor. Yes, they kind of good themselves, but he's pushed them, right? Look, he made, how many years have we been pushing for ladies boxing to be anything? It's shit. I'm sorry, I feel bad saying it, but ladies boxing, who are the stars? Who are the stars? I love Katie Taylor. I think she's fantastic, but, is she ever going to be a Ronda Rousey? Even a Holly Holm? It's a Chris Cyborg, a Gina Carano. He's been able to push these guys, not Gina Carano because she was there kind of before him, but he's been able to push people that I didn't think could be pushed and promote people that I didn't think could be promoted. And I think if he's able to do that to ladies MMA, I think there's a chance that once he gets his hand onto boxing, it could be very interesting. There is a number of boxers out there that aren't signed to promotional contracts. A number of them. Errol Spence is one of them. There's a few others that are just not signed to promotional contracts and doing it on their own. So there is a pool of boxers that I think would be willing to sign with Dana White if he ever put his hat into the boxing ring, which he says he's going to. He's left numerous statements now saying he's going to do it. When you look around the boxing circles and look at some of the dinosaurs in there, the likes of Bob Arum, Dinosaur, Don King, Dinosaur, Lou DiBella's not too bad. De La Hoya, I think it's a shit promoter if I'm honest with you. I think there is room for fresh blood. Eddie Hearn has gone over to America. Obviously, he signed Danny Jacobs and looking for other fighters. I think a lot of fighters will sign with Dana White. I really do. And I think there is no better promoter in the fight game. There is no better promoter than Dana White. He will make you think a guy that's lost 7 fights is world level. That's just what he does. He makes you believe that. There's a reason that UFC has blown up considerably. Yes, it's because of the talent, but let's not forget it's because as soon as Dana White gets on that mic, he gets you excited. As soon as he gets on that mic, he gets you excited. And he's been able to kind of make star after star after star. And I love the idea of him coming into boxing. I really do. I love the idea of his press conferences. I love the idea of his I don't give a fuck attitude. I actually even believe that Eddie Hearn's come and stole a bit of that idea. Al Heyman and PBC was a model based off the UFC in terms of one brand kind of dominating everything. It didn't work for PBC. Will Dana White try and do the same thing? Will he try and sign up everyone? I don't know, but I think 2018 is going to be very exciting with Dana White and Dana White boxing being in the boxing ring. It's going to be very, very interesting. What will they call it? Will it be UFC? What will the name be? Who will be his first signing? Like I said, there are a number of boxers out there without promotional contracts. I think he could sign a few very, very quickly. It would be very easy for him to get a TV deal as well. TV dates will be very easy because of his back catalogue in terms of what he's done with the UFC. In fact, he'll have to be throwing away contracts. I think you'll have so many contract offers from TV companies, you'll have to look at them specifically. And that's something that a lot of boxing guys just aren't getting right now, TV contracts. I mean, look at over here, for example, Mick Hennessy. I mean, he has to do a fight on YouTube. Nothing wrong with that, I like it, but you can see not a lot of people can get TV dates. Dana White won't struggle with this. Guys, let me know what you think. Is it exciting? Should boxing promoters be worried? Or should they think that here's a guy that they could possibly work with to really make big fights? Let me know what you think. Peace.